Good morning students, welcome to the new topic, that is transport system in plants. We all living organisms require food, air and water to survive. And all these are obtained or taken in through three different mediums or through three different systems. Hence, each of the nutrient, whether it is food, air or water, has to be transported to different parts of the body in order to carry out vital activities. So, there are different systems developed to carry out this transport system. So, what are those transport systems? Let us see first. Your entire living world is divided into plants and animals. So entire living world is divided into plants and animals, and hence we have two different full-fledged systems for carrying out transportation in plants and animals. So what are those? In plants we have vascular system, whereas in animals we have circulatory system. So since we are talking about the transport system in plants, we are going to study about the vascular system in detail. What is vascular system? What are the organs or the parts or the cells or the tissues involved in vascular system? How transportation takes place? What are the adaptations that is required for taking in and for transportation of nutrients or minerals or water to different parts of the plant body? All these topics we are going to study in the vascular system known as transport system in plants. So in this video, first of all, we are going to study about the parts of the vascular system. So a vascular system comprises of two complex permanent tissues named xylem and phloem. So here we are going to study all about what is xylem and what is phloem, its structures and functions. So these are the main topics that we are going to cover under this video. So coming to the structure of xylem and phloem, first let's study what is xylem and what is phloem. Xylem is a group of tissues that is responsible for conduction of water. That is, the water that is absorbed by the root is carried from the roots to different parts of the plant up to the tip of the plant. Whereas the main function of phloem is to translocate. The transportation of fluid is known as translocation or transport. Simple transport, not conduction. So translocate food or transport food from the leaves to different parts of the plant, or you can say from leaves to non-green parts of the plant, because each part of the plant is a living part and it requires lot of energy, for which it requires the food to be broken down. So let's study the structure of xylem first. Xylem is made up of four types of tissues. They are made up of four types of tissues: xylem parenchyma, xylem vessels, xylem tracheates and xylem fibers. Out of these four cells, only xylem parenchyma is a living cell. Only xylem parenchyma is a living cell. Rest all the three are dead cells. That is, they are made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. All this you have studied last year in class 7. So, these are your sclerenchymatous tissue, whereas parenchyma is a living cell made up of parenchymatous tissue. The main function of xylem parenchyma is storage. Since it is a living tissue, so it will have nucleus, it will have a cell wall, it will have a cell membrane filled with cytoplasm and the cell organelle. So this is your xylem parenchyma. Now coming to xylem vessels, they are cylindrical, thin-walled tubular structure placed end to end one above the other. It helps in carrying water from the root to the tip of the leaves or the shoot against gravity. Whereas xylem tracheids, this is also involved in conduction of water. Both xylem vessels and xylem tracheids both are involved in direct conduction of water. Xylem vessels in fact are the main one and associated with xylem tracheids. But the xylem tracheids are spindle shaped cells with tapering ends and pores. Pores are present in tracheids. Now what is the function of these pores? It helps in conduction of water in various directions, that is to each and every branches that arise at nodes. So these xylem tracheids have pores, they are perforated, tapering ends are present and spindle shaped. They are present along with vessels and help in transportation of water to different directions. Now coming to xylem fibers. Xylem fibers are also spindle shaped but they are non-perforated. This is your xylem fibers. They are non-perforated and provides mechanical support to the xylem vessels so that they do not collapse. Now one more thing to remember in xylem vessel is they have annular rings which provides the rigidity to the xylem vessels. So there are two types of rings present. One is your spiral ring and this is known as annular ring. So these are the structures of your xylem and all this help in conduction of water from the roots to the tip of the leaves or the shoot. Now coming to phloem, just like xylem vessels, they are also made up of different types of cells. They are, so phloem, again I have phloem parenchyma, seed tubes, seed plates and phloem fibers. Last is your companion cells. Unlike xylem, all the cells except phloem fibers, all the cells are living cells. Only phloem fiber is a dead cell. In xylem we saw only parenchyma was living, rest all were dead. But in case of phloem, all the cells are living except for phloem fibers which is dead. Rest all are living cells. So let's study the structure of phloem tissues. Again phloem parenchyma, they are thin walled and help in storage of food, that is starch, fat, organic materials, all these things are stored in phloem parenchyma. Then coming to sieve tube, again sieve tube is cylindrical thin walled tubular structure but it has perforations. It has perforations or pores throughout. At maturity, sieve tubes will not have any kind of nucleus but still they are living, and the end These tubular structures, these sieve tubes are again placed one above the other, like a continuous channel. Sieve tube form the continuous channels like your xylem vessels, but they are separated with the sieve plates. They have perforated plates in between. So these are your sieve tube and these are your sieve plates. Along its sides are present companion cells. These are companion cells with prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm. They have dense cytoplasm. Whereas on the other side of the sieve tube, you will have parenchymatous cells. Again, these have a prominent nucleus, then cytoplasm and storage in function. So this is your phloem parenchyma. And this is your companion cell. And this is your companion cell. Clear? Along with this, one more type of tissue is present, and that is your phloem fibers. The main function of phloem fiber is to provide mechanical support to the phloem cells. All the phloem cells are provided support by phloem fibers. It provides mechanical support so that they do not collapse when empty. So these are your structure of xylem and phloem in general, and in the next video we will study how actually the process of absorption, conduction and transportation of food and water takes place. Thank you.